Well, welcome everybody. This has been a really busy week here in Washington, and for me in particular because I'm Chairman of Homeland Security Appropriations, and we've had a lot of important hearings. We met with the new Secretary, Jeh Johnson, of Secretary of Homeland Security. I was very impressed with Mr. Johnson. He's new at the job, and he did a very good job at the hearing. I'm very hopeful that he will take a more positive approach than his predecessor. We talked about the budget. We talked about his answers to why certain cuts were made. One in particular we talked about is the Coast Guard is one of the departments that does a great job, and there are a lot of cuts that will weaken the Coast Guard, and we wanted answers from him about that, and I think he was very frank and honest. So it was a good hearing. We also had a hearing with the director, the deputy director, the acting director of ICE, the investigatory wing of our Immigration and Naturalization Protection. They do a lot of hard work and do a lot of great investigative work. We wanted to talk about how the cuts were going to affect that, and we got a fairly good participation among the three witnesses that appeared. We've proudly co-sponsored H.R. 3979, Protecting the Volunteer Firefighters and Emergency Responders Act of 2014. It'll protect them from overreaching of Obamacare. This is a good thing. And by the way, we're happy also to announce that we got a grant for the Leander Fire Department of $470,000, which will help them with a lot of the things that they need to get done, including a new volunteer liaison to recruit new volunteer firefighters. This is all, because the truth is, it's all about back home. I'm on the Defense Appropriations Subcommittee right now, and this week we questioned Secretary Hagel and the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs and another gentleman who works for them on the accounting side about the budget for this year for our military, and of course, in our district, we're talking about the Army. We've got very challenging issues as it comes to the defense of this nation, and quite honestly, I'm very, very concerned about the cuts that are being proposed, and I'm opposed to quite a bit of the reduction. In fact, all the reduction that's left of the Army. I think we have reduced it far enough, and we need to hold the line. But the intent of the administration, and Secretary Hagel made it clear, is that we're going to continue to reduce the size of the force. I think it's a mistake. I think we're going to regret it. But we always seem to do this in the United States of America. Whenever we think we're at peace, we try to forget our war fighters until it's time for us to say, "Oh my, help us," and then we're awfully happy to see them. I asked a question about the awarding of the Purple Hearts at Fort Hood. Got an indirect answer that the report will be out by May, what Hagel said was he's going to look at all the medals that America and what the standards are for those medals, and so we'll decide. That decision will be part of a big picture. That's the answer I was given. I told him how important it was to the people in our area. Additionally, we've always been trying to fix the fact that we seem to be balancing our Medicare budget on the backs of our doctors by not paying them sufficiently. Many of them are not taking Medicare patients. We call this the doc fix, SGR repeal. And there's a bill to do that. It seems to be one that is favored by my friend Dr. Burgess, who I highly respect his opinion. So I voted for that doc fix, and I'm hoping that we're on our way to a solution to that problem. But we still have to deal with the Senate on many of these issues, and of course the Senate sees the world differently than the House does. So this week, it was a busy week. It was sun up to way past sundown every day this week, and I'm be glad to get back to Texas this weekend, and that's where I'm headed. See you there.